Welcome back to our Business Lifecycle video series. My name is Andrew Ayers. I'm an attorney who focuses on small businesses, helping them grow, helping them get started, helping them thrive, and working with those business owners for their estate planning needs. This has been a series of videos for you on the traditional business lifecycle, things you may go through when you're starting or running a business. Now, not everything that you will encounter is something that you're going to deal with today, or maybe it's something you did in the past and you don't have to worry about. However, at each step, it's a good reminder to check in with your professional advisors, your lawyers, your accountants, to make sure that everything is set up for you. Today we're in the post-filing stage. We filed with the state, we've set up your agreements, we've done your corporate resolutions, and now we're going to talk about your employees. This is where an accountant becomes extremely important. One of the first questions you're going to have to ask yourself is, are you actually hiring employees, or are you going to run your business with independent contractors? Also for that, are you going to be an employee? Are you going to be taking a salary as an employee, or are you going to be just an owner and taking distributions? If none of this is making sense to you, that's why it's important to have an accountant. The accountant will go through what you're doing with your business, what your structure is, and whether it makes more sense for you to be hiring employees or to be working with independent contractors. There can be significant tax implications. Let's say you're going to end up working with employees. Then one of the things you're going to want to call your lawyer about is to put together an employment agreement. Now, it's one thing to have an employment agreement for the 16-year-old clerk who's going to be working the cash register at your store. It's quite different for your vice president, your head of marketing, your financial comptroller, your COO, whatever other titles you may have in your business. The key employees are going to need employment agreements. If you choose to work with independent contractors instead, those independent contractors will also likely need an agreement. You want to make sure that you're clear with them what you expect them to do for your business and what they expect from you as far as what they're going to deliver, and then also a payment schedule. I've been forced to litigate a dispute between an independent contractor and a business owner who had very different ideas of what their role was to be, but they didn't have an agreement. And so we had to try to sort it out from a series of emails and he said, she said about what, in fact, the role of the independent contractor was. So when you get to the stage of your business where you're taking on employees or you're working with independent contractors, it's important once again to reach out to your accountant and your attorney to make sure that you've got the right documents in place. If you've got an employment agreement that you haven't signed yet, or even if you have signed it and you need some changes, feel free to give my office a call. Let's sit down and have a legal strategy session to talk about the agreement, whether it works for you and your business, or whether we need to consider some different changes. If you've been given an employment agreement by your employer, or if you're an independent contractor working for a company, oftentimes you'll have an agreement to review as well. Again, feel free to give me a call. Let's have a legal strategy session and make sure that we've got the documents set up correctly for you and your business.